Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? It is Monday, February 8th, 2016. I am DSP and welcome, finally, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 months. In fact, today is the 2-month anniversary of the release of Yakuza 5. And finally today, we are concluding the game. It is official. Right now, I am actually at the very conclusion of Chapter 3 of the finale. There's 5 chapters in the finale. And with today's 3.5-hour gameplay stream, we should have no problem finishing up the game. Later tonight, I'm actually going to be doing a mini review of Yakuza 5. Okay? And you may be saying to yourself, wait a minute, what's going on? Why is there nothing on the pre-stream? Why are we staring at a pitch blank screen? Well, here's why. What you saw there was the pause menu for Yakuza 5. Because yesterday's stream, I did this big, long combat segment with Saejima. I stormed Millennium Tower, got to the top, and we've got an epic boss fight where it's going to be Kiryu against... I forget his name. Kiryu against the freaking guy who's one of the head of the Omi Alliance. And on the other side, it's going to be Saejima against the guy who's the head of the Usaka Enterprises. I forget his name, too. But yeah, we're going to have a double epic boss fight. Okay? And it's going to be pretty cool. And then we're going to head on, to the final 2 segments to finish it up. But the thing was, yesterday I played for a good, 20 to 30 minutes, my final video. Got to the end of the boss fight, and I ran out of time. And incidentally, I had to end the stream because I actually had a haircut appointment. So I had to leave. I couldn't keep playing and go late yesterday because I was stuck, with this appointment. So my PS3 has actually been paused overnight. And luckily it's, run. It hasn't crashed or anything. So we're good to go and resume right at the beginning of these 2 epic boss fights. Okay? Now later tonight, what I'm going to do is a mini review. Which means it's not going to be a full-fledged Hateful Truth review. But what I'd like to do is highlight some stuff that I actually enjoyed from the game and talk about the things that I like about it and don't like about it in a very abridged format. And I'm going to put that together for you tonight, and that's going to be released on KO Gaming later tonight. That's my new YouTube channel where I put up all my edited content. It's not raw gameplay. It's going to be me, doing voiceovers, giving you my opinions on the game. Why am I doing a mini review instead of a full review? Number one, because the game is from 2012. It just took 3 years for it to be localized for the United States, but it's actually super old. So there's no reason for me to say, oh, I'm going to compare this now to all modern games, because you really can't. It's ridiculous. That would be very unfair to do that. Number two, because the game's 2 months old. So even if it were a new game, reviewing it 2 months after the fact is a little late. So it's going to be a mini review, a shorter one. And, yeah, should be fun. And I'm excited for that. I like doing these new style of videos for you over on KO Gaming. I hope you've checked out the channel. If not, it's at youtube.com/KO Gaming 1. So please check it out. And this is good because we're going to be finishing this up just in time for tomorrow's new releases, which will be the new Naruto game, which is the final Naruto game, honestly, because it's the end of the storyline, and Unravel. Now, from all reports, I'm hearing lots of things this week, so get everyone up to speed here. First of all, people are disappointed. They're like, why aren't you playing Firewatch? Firewatch seems like the kind of game that would lend itself to your commentary and blah, 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 blah. And I explained this last night in the Weekend Preview. So I hope if you have not watched the Weekend Preview yet, you will, over on the King of Hate Vlogs. It's very simple. My new formula is that I'm playing games for around 4 hours a day, and I spend the second half of the day either doing edited content or vlogging. There's some exceptions, and tomorrow, since it is a launch day of multiple new games, is actually an exception, where I'm going to be doing a live stream of Naruto, but then instead of doing a second stream or a vlog or anything, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing a 2-hour session of Unravel off stream. It's going to be recorded offline and then uploaded to DSPGaming. So there will be exceptions where I'm going to be doing double sessions of gameplay. But this week there's 3 new games. And if I'm going to adhere to my new formula this year, which was what seems people want, I cannot play 3 or more games in a week. It's just not going to happen, okay? So I'm sticking to my guns that I'm playing Naruto and I'm playing Unravel this week. Now, all the reports coming out are a few things. Number one, everyone's saying Unravel's around 5 hours long, which is fine because it's not a full-fledged retail game. It's a digital game on PlayStation Network, and I'm excited to check it out. And if it is only about, if it really is 5 hours long, that's good. Because that means not only will it be a shorter and more fun experience, it won't drag out, but it also means I can get on to other stuff. Alright? I'm also hearing that the campaign of the Naruto game is only around 6 hours long. Some people are saying it could be up to 8 hours long, depending on if you struggle with it or not. People are saying it's much easier than the Naruto game that I played 3 years ago. Like, way easier. So if that's the case, well, you figure if I'm going to be playing Naruto Tuesday, Wednesday, if I'm playing Unravel Tuesday, Thursday, then maybe Friday, Saturday I can finish up both games. And if that's the case, right, then maybe Sunday, Monday I can actually play Firewatch. Because the report is also that Firewatch is actually only about 5 to 6 hours long. So there's a very big possibility that if everything goes, it falls into place perfectly, maybe I can play all 3 games this week. But it wouldn't be fair to me to be promising you the world and then not being able to deliver. You know what I mean? I want to under-promise and over-deliver rather than over-promise and under-deliver. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out and I'll be able to do what I want to do this week and finish up everything. But we'll see, We'll see how it goes and we'll play it by ear. There's also the fact that I might want to try Naruto online against a few people, even though chances are I'm going to get completely and utterly destroyed. People give me shit in the past Naruto games that I didn't play them online, and I'm like, but I'm not playing the games for online competitive play. I'm playing them for the narrative-based stuff. That's why I like Naruto, because of the story, not because of competitive online play. It's not a competitive fighting game. But I can understand if people are frustrated and say, oh, it's a little frustrating that Phil isn't playing every aspect of a game that he's supposed to be covering, as a new release. So I understand that. And by the way, my stream is glitching out on my laptop. That's interesting. Is everyone else's stream working? I see no one is saying in the stream chat that there's anything wrong with the stream, yet the stream is not working on my laptop. I cannot even get the website to load properly. That's interesting. Well, if it's working for everyone, I'm just going to kind of ignore the fact that my laptop isn't working. It could be that the internet connection to downstairs is wonking out or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, so this week could end up being 2 new games. It could end up being 3 new games. I don't know. I also think, the other thing is I want to review the games. All right? And it takes time. Because not only do I have to get video clips together, I have to obviously get my thoughts together. I have to do the voice recording, and then I have to make sure that what I'm saying in the voice recording kind of jives with the video clips. Then I have to edit the whole damn thing. It takes a lot of time. It takes several hours to put together a game review. So again, if I'm going to do that, that means it's another opportunity where I'm not going to be doing gameplay. It gets tight. I'll be honest. It does. It gets tight. It gets tricky to be able to do everything that I want to do. Wow, I can't even close my browser. My laptop is completely conked out. What is going on here? All right, but anyway, I digress. As you know, if I'm going to be doing what I want to do this year, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I want to do it. I want to see if I can get this 3-channel approach working. See, here's another thing, right? So with all this going on, I'm going to be finishing Yakuza 5 today, right? I'm going to be doing a mini review of Yakuza 5 today. Guess what? Well, now there's news in the wrestling world. Daniel Bryan publicly announced that he's retiring from wrestling, and tonight on Monday Night Raw, he's going to elaborate on this issue, apparently. He's going to explain the situation to everyone, because everyone has questions about it. And so this is supposed to happen all tonight on Monday Night Raw. Now, Monday Night Raw doesn't air here on the West Coast until 11 p.m. my time. So I can't even, 9 p.m. 8 p.m. my time, which is 11 p.m. Eastern time. So by the time that I would have watched Raw, right, to even comment on this, to see what his reaction is, it's going to be like midnight here. So there's no way I could do that tonight. I want to do a reaction vlog, but I can't do it tonight. So now we're talking about, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm doing 2 sessions of gameplay. So when am I supposed to do this? So you see the conundrum that I have is that being that I'm a YouTuber that's becoming more well-versed and more diversified, I'm not just the guy who does gameplay. I'm not just the guy who does edited content. I'm not just the guy who does reactionary vlogs and that kind of stuff. I do everything. So now I'm going to find myself torn between multiple things going on in different worlds. And I'm going to have to just decide what's best for each day. What can I squeeze in each day? I get the feeling I'm going to end up working more than ever. But hopefully it'll work out. People really seem to like the new stuff that I've been doing this year rather than just raw gameplay, raw gameplay, raw gameplay, raw gameplay. So we'll see. We shall see. But I'm curious tonight to see what's going to happen with Raw and Daniel Bryan and all of that. If it's a swerve or what. I doubt it's a swerve, being that it seems like everyone is talking about it and everyone's, really want to know what's going on. I guess we'll find out tonight on Raw, right? But I digress. It's going to be a fun week. New games. Coverage of the games in multiple ways. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. All right. So what else is going on? Not too much. Last night, FYI, I did message all of the January patrons on Patreon.com who I need information from in order to get them their perks. Okay, so if you pledged to my Patreon in the month of January and you're waiting to either get a forum upgrade or to post up your question for Ask the King or to do get a private Q&A video made by me, please check your inboxes on Patreon.com for the information that I need from you, because I've gotten about 10 replies, I think, so that's good. Because what I'd like to do is by the end of this week, I'd like to start working on that stuff and hopefully get all the perks and everyone upgraded and get the perks in there, because I definitely want people to start nominating games for the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough. I do want people, obviously, to start posting up their questions for Ask the King. So please check your Patreon inboxes. I'll have more information later in this week about the goals for this month, the funding goals, and it's a good one this month. The goal is going to be another one where the patrons will have an opportunity to choose. People like that. People love when there's ability to choose. So that's going to be in this month's goal as well. All right. Anything else? Not really. I'm just so busy now with everything going on that I'm kind of being torn in different directions. And, we'll see how this week goes. I'm excited because this is the first week of the year with new games releases. And I really think that people have been waiting for this because they've been like, well, I love Phil's stuff, but he's playing all this downtime stuff. I'm not really interested in Yakuza or an old Grand Theft Auto or, Undertale is kind of this game from last year. When are the new games? Well, right now, the new games start tomorrow. And then, nonstop. And I cannot wait because I love covering the new games for you. And I love that feeling when I'm doing something new for the first time. People are excited. People are coming out to watch the streams. And people are all hyped on YouTube, leaving comments and everything. That's what the feeling that I like. And get feedback on Twitter and everything about everything I'm doing. So I'm excited. And I hope that you're excited as well for this week. It's going to be a good week. And then in addition to all the stuff going on with gaming and wrestling, Deadpool releases this weekend. And Leanna and I are going to probably go see it. In fact, tonight we're going to try to buy tickets. We actually found out that we can only go at a time when it's playing inside one of those ridiculous RPX theater things. It's like one of those crazy theaters with a bigger screen. It's supposed to have the better audio, and they charge you like $5 more. Even though, quite honestly, is it going to be any better than the regular movie? Probably not. It's the way for them to claim that they have some upgraded theater. It's the same shit, and you pay more money. If we could go to the regular one, we would, but unfortunately, the times it's only really playing at a time when we could go to that other theater. So, if we see that this weekend, I'm going to be doing a reactions video to that too. I want to do a reactions video to that too. But then again, if I do a reactions video to that, that means I can't work on a review, which means I can't do on this, I can't do this. So you see my conundrum, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, well, I guess that's it. I guess I'll wrap this up. Some people are saying that the final chapter of Yakuza 5 is pretty challenging and long, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here with the conclusion of Yakuza 5. We'll jump right into it. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it in the 3.5 hours that we have here on stream. Thanks, everyone, for being here. And let's get the show on the road. Let's get started with the end game and conclusion of Yakuza 5. Thank you, everyone, and here we go.